Okay guys, awesome, we are live again, building products with AI live on stream. Okay, so we're going to focus a bit more today on the content generation platform, as well as trying to get OpenClaw and stuff set up again. So I do have a few OpenClaw things going, but I think what I'm going to do is probably do it slightly differently and run it. Try and run my own kind of automation as OpenClaw. Not been that impressed so far. Okay, so let me. So that one's been like for a couple of days and it's done absolutely naff all basically, other than cost me credit. So I'm actually going to delete that one. Get rid of it. Destroy this droplet. So that's the one that was building the insider trading application, which is doing an absolute terrible job. So what I'm going to try and do is try and get Claude to do that for us, basically, rather than another application. Sorry, rather than Minimax and stuff. So this is the, I think it's example. I think it's dev, isn't it? Is it dev.com? Is it example.com? There we go. So this is the initial build out of the content generation tool that I'm building. It's fairly, very MVP-ish, I would say. Let me grab the link. Join Discord if you want via this link. Pin that. And I need to tweet out, don't I, as well? Or is it X nowadays? Interesting. So yeah, definitely need to explore. Well, we're trying to build a similar sort of thing. Again, going live again, streaming, building products with Claude Code. Trying to set up our own Claude Code automation to run using. Going live again on YouTube, building live products with AI. Join to get involved. We can probably get a link to the stream as well, can't we? Share, copy. Okay. Build dev shops. Okay, so he's basically building a kind of what we are kind of building, but he's made it into a product, basically. Kind of interesting. I don't know what he's going to charge for it. A lot of money, actually. $99 a month. Maybe we can give it a go and see what it looks like. All the hosting and everything. Interesting. Kind of cool website. So yeah, I mean, so currently, like, I've not really been able to get it to really do what I want in terms of the automation side of things. So last night I did. So we got set up on OpenClaw with the new setup, basically. So I've got OpenClaw running with Codex as the coding agent, and I've got multiple agents currently running. So if I do like, can you list my agents, please? And it seems to be working. It's not quite working as I was expecting per se, but this is kind of what we're exploring and kind of working out together, really. So basically what I did here was I gave it a prompt to go and look at Trust MMR. So this website that has like companies for sale with like verified revenue and stuff. Yeah, so like, okay, what I want you to do is go to this website that has startups with verified revenue for sale. Go and look at it and see whether you can find any ones that we can replicate, do something different, like a different market, or do better job of marketing and that kind of thing, and come up with some options and pick one basically. And we ended up picking one. I think it was this social kit one, and its recommendation was basically like go for this one, and then we can do it in a different vertical. Was its basic idea. So, you know, it's like it's a social kit as a product. I've never heard of it or used it myself, but it's kind of an API. I don't think it was that one. Something different. Okay, it's a different product, but maybe I can get a link to it. The fact there's like multiple products called Social Kit is this one. So it's this product, like it basically seems to turn your social media stuff into an API basically. So like for a video, it will give you the transcript, it will give you comments and various kind of metrics, I guess, around your content basically. And the agent basically suggested, so this was like a research agent of go and research stuff and come up with interesting ideas. And it basically said like what we should do is we should do a similar product but focus on intel for e-commerce brands and UGC agencies. I don't even know what UGC is. This is how much user-generated content. Okay. So positioning like track competitor creator content, extract customer objections from comments, and surface ad/script opportunities weekly. So I guess the idea for this is that companies that sell products and advertise via influencers and stuff can get data and kind of a sentiment analysis of the product. In fact, what we'll do, can you give me an elevator pitch for the product that we are building, please? Is we'll get the AI to give us a pitch. So these are the agents we have. We've got Orca, which is the orchestrator, so that delegates, prioritizes, and keeps the pipeline moving. It has done a terrible job of this one so far, and I can talk about that in a second. You've got Lens, the research agent, plus some monitoring. That's the one that did the research of the companies. Edge, opportunity evaluation, strategic scoring, prioritization. I don't know whether that one's been used or not. Forge, which is the developer, and then Signal, which is the growth and marketing. Okay, so like River Signal helps e-commerce brands and UGC agencies stop guessing what to create next. It tracks competitor content, analyzes audience comments for buying signals and objections, delivers a weekly action brief with clear recommendations, what hooks to test, what objections to address, and which creative themes to prioritize, so they can ship better, performing content faster without manual research chaos. So that's the elevator pitch for the product that it's come up with and is currently building. We'll see how it goes, but that's the idea behind it. And we already have some commits on GitHub for it. It's currently, in theory, churning away, writing code. It hasn't committed for 3 hours. This is kind of one of the big things that I've seen. What engineering work is currently going on? Last commit was 3 hours ago. Yeah, it seems to be like not running in loops and stuff. Like I've created cron jobs on it, but it doesn't seem to. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I mean, it says it is doing stuff, but we'll see. So basically, like the idea behind this is that it's an entirely autonomous company. So we'll see how far we get with it. I still need to do a lot of work with it and kind of prompt it and get stuff set up better, I think. Yeah. Okay. And I think I fixed the issue with the openly.bet for proxy stuff. Hopefully that's fixed. I guess we'll see today. So yeah, so the other thing we're building is this short pipeline. So this is what has been built currently by Claude. It's not quite what I wanted. There's a few things I need to get it to change and fix, basically. So dashboard, not too worried about. The evaluations. So this is basically like each one of these is a article that in theory has been processed via an RSS feed. And then we decide whether we want to approve it or not, and move on to like a short or long form video kind of thing, or maybe a tweet or something. I need to work on the prompt. Not done all that stuff yet, just kind of getting the base of it set out, basically. So that's the idea of that. Then in theory, it comes and builds a script based on, again, prompting for that evaluation. That should really be like input content or something. I'm not sure evaluation is quite the word that makes sense there, but we can get that fixed. So yeah, then in theory, we'll build a script with a specific hook, a call to action, and all that kind of stuff. Again, need to work on the prompt for this kind of thing. We've then got analytics, so you have like the type of hook used, and we can kind of see the average views via hook type, the average retention via structure. Just kind of trying to be data driven and really work out what works from a content point of view and what doesn't. And then we'll have various stats and stuff. And then these feeds here, so these are the RSS feeds. Currently, I'm going to also add in like competitor, I guess, like YouTube channels, so we can fetch the other people's YouTube videos, analyze those, see what's working, and all that kind of stuff. So this is kind of the basic idea of this application. Hopefully that's interesting to you. Then we've got billing as well, which it's not set up, doesn't work by the looks of it. Obviously, I need to set up some accounts or get other stuff working, basically. And then there's the settings page. So that's kind of the idea behind it. So lots of things I want to change on this. So I'm going to start to get those fixed today. Okay, can we go ahead and commit all the changes that we've currently got and push any if they're not pushed already? Yes, you can have access to this. Okay, so in theory, the autonomous agent is going to be building or pushing stuff for that. Okay, so apparently it's pushed some stuff. Yeah. No, it hasn't. Okay, so I mean, it seems to be doing something. Whether it actually is or not, I don't know. So that's one thing I need to work out. Like, what's the best way to monitor what your autonomous agents are actually doing? Currently, I've currently got it kind of giving me a status report every hour, but I haven't seen any progress in the last like 3 hours, which is a bit crap, really. So I need to work out a better way to handle that. Why it can't work out that, I don't know. Okay, yeah, let's commit and push that, and then can we please commit and push everything else that is required for the application. If it's like a build thing, like I think .vite is, then obviously don't. Then just add that to the git ignore if it's something that we should actually be ignoring. Okay. Welcome to the stream. Get involved in the chat. Ask any questions that you like. Yeah, so things that I need to get it to fix on this shorts pipeline. Well, firstly, we need to call it something else because shorts pipeline is not what it is. So like evaluations needs to be I'm kind of okay with it actually, but we need to work on the prompt. Then scripts. So this needs to change, right? So I think the drop down is not right. I think we should just have each article, I guess. We need to come up with a better name than evaluate. So let's just ask Claude, shall we? I can get rid of this, I think. That's the wrong one. Right. We'll ask Claude in a second. So basically, this thing here is like, these are the articles that we're getting from RSS, and then determining whether we actually want to approve or reject them or move on with them. Then we come up with scripts based on those. Okay. Okay. Can we come up with a better name than evaluations for the input content that's going to happen? Eventually, we'll have kind of competitor YouTube channels. We'll have tweets. Like all content basically will come into the current evaluation section. So I think we need to come up with a better name for that. Can you offer some suggestions? So we'll see what it does there. And then we need to get this fixed as well, because I think it should really just be like a list of them, and then you can click through and it goes to like a scripts view basically. Yeah, okay, let's go with sources, please. We'll get that fixed. And then analytics, we kind of don't care about at the moment, just because we don't know what we're going to be actually evaluating on data-wise currently. So then in this point of view here, like I need to have multiple hooks so that we can pick which hook we want. So like we'll have multiple variations of hooks, and then we'll tag them with the various type of hook it actually is. And then I don't think we should be generating the body until we've got the hook. Maybe like the title, and then maybe we can do like some auto-generating of thumbnails and stuff if it's long form. It is one thing we can look at as well. And then, yeah. Okay, so then you can revise it and ask for changes. Okay. So we'll get those things fixed. Also need to get this deployed, get the prompts actually working, get them tuned and stuff as well. Because currently it's just, I think they're just like crappy default prompts basically. Yeah, okay. And then so while that's going on, this is still committing. It's very slow. I don't know whether that's just codecs being really slow. It seems to be doing something, but I mean, it has done an awful lot of changes actually. So maybe we can just give it the benefit of the doubt. So what actually on that one, I'll get it to do a README, and then we'll maybe see if we can get it to like deploy to dev somewhere. Can we please create a README for the project? And can we also explore how we can deploy this to like a dev environment so that we can actually see and test what's going on? Okay, so that's working through. Let's give it all the access to all the things. So one thing I did do actually was I changed my install of Claude from Brew to the direct curl install, I think it was. And it seems to give me some extra features, which is nice. You can now do loops locally as well, which is quite interesting. So you can run a prompt via Claude Code or via the Cowork, like the desktop application, which I did download. I downloaded it. Where is it? Claude. just to see what it was like. So you can now do, it's slow, but you can do like schedule, and you can create scheduled tasks and stuff, like give me a morning briefing and all of that kind of stuff, which is kind of interesting. Probably need to play around with it a bit. I don't use the GUI, I use Claude Code, but the fact that we've now got native loops is interesting. I mean, we could have done this already with just cron jobs and stuff. And in fact, one of the things I'm building is basically that kind of thing with Claude. But the fact it's now native, it's per session, which is a bit annoying, but in theory, it can allow us to be more autonomous because we can have a loop that says, every 5 minutes, get the orchestrator to check what's going on, and then give us a status update and that kind of stuff just natively through Claude Code, which would be interesting. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to need to sign into Claude again on here. Yeah. Because one thing I'm exploring was basically having like a custom, not OpenClaw, but just a custom kind of, I guess you call it like a little script that I can deploy to a droplet somewhere, and then it will just use my Claude subscription for me. Because apparently what you can do is you can actually do it here, Claude-P, like, hello Claude, and that will prompt Claude, and then Claude will close, is my understanding here. Yeah, so you can do that. So that means that we can basically do it programmatically and get it to do stuff for us via automation, basically, which will be nice. So that will be kind of our own version of an autonomous company, essentially. Hello, May, welcome to the channel. Do not forget to subscribe and join the Discord. If you've got any questions, let me know, and I'll try and answer them. I need to give it just access to everything. That's fine, I don't actually want to do anything there, Claude. So yeah, so one thing we're going to get it to do is changing that to sources, which is good. I then need to get scripts better UI for this, because the drop down is not what I was wanting. I'm basically going to have like a similar UI to this, and then we need to change the actual like structure of this basically. And we should also see like the state of where this script is, like if it's actually been like filmed or kind of in development, or where we actually are with it. And so the idea of this product is to help me create content for this channel, basically. So creating longer form videos for the main channel, and then short form videos to try and grow the audience and get more people involved. It's currently like the live streams are great, and I do enjoy doing them, and I will keep doing them. But we need to build more of an audience, and I don't think live streams get that many people watching, whereas obviously like the videos and stuff can get a lot of people into the channel. Okay. So yeah, and then I want to have like a variation. Well, I want to have multiple hook variations, so we can actually look at the admin. What is it? It's that, isn't it? I can't remember how I get to the admin thing. That one, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So the Django admin, it obviously looks shit, but that's Django admin for you. So this here is like a script prompt. It's currently called script guidelines, but I need to name them prompts so that it's clear that it's a call to the LLM rather than a like, I don't know, a guideline basically. So we'll get those renamed as well. But you have script guidelines. You also have like where is it? Filtering criteria here, which again is a prompt, which again needs to be like named clearly that it's an LLM prompt. So we'll get that fixed as well. So yeah, and then absolutely, I'll add a README into a proper project guide and a concrete dev development path. Yeah, what I just shipped. So it's shipped the README autonomously now. Well, semi-autonomously. So we'll see what it does. Okay, it hasn't actually shipped. Well, it has, but it's got nothing in it. What was the commit? README. Okay, so it's not in the root of the project. Okay, that's fine. So I think it's actually committed like everything, including like the agent files and all of this stuff, which is totally not correct. So I need to get it to remove all of those things. I mean, it's got even committed homebrew and stuff. Okay, need to get all that stuff out. In the repository, you've committed like everything that's in your instance. You've committed like agent files, you committed homebrew, all that kind of stuff. Can we please make sure it's just the project files for River Signal and nothing else, please? Yeah, and we'll get it to deploy. I think, is Railway one of the deployment things? I don't actually use Railway. Dev deploy. Okay. What are you building here exactly? A forecasting engine for stocks based on AI, which gathers news in real time. It would be good if you could show what you're doing on the screen. Yeah, so we can talk through some of the stuff we're building. So we're building multiple things at once, basically. So the LLM prediction engine stuff that is mentioned in the description is this product here. It's openly.bet, which you can go to. It's publicly viewable. We're not actually making any changes to this at the moment today, I don't think. But basically the way this works is you have a LLM that we pass the statistics to for sports events. So in this case, it's currently just football. We then get the LLM to come up with its own weightings based on those statistics. So we pass it statistics like the home team's results, the away team's results, the player stats, all that kind of stuff. It then comes up with a weighting, which I can actually show you. So you'll see the weights that it comes up with. We then run those weights through a prediction engine, and it will basically then make a prediction on an event based on the weightings here. We then make a bet to Polymarket, which is not currently working. We then take those results from Polymarket, and then we will feed them back into the LLM so that it can tune its own weighting, basically. So you'll see here, like, it's got things like form, injury impact, all these kind of things that the LLMs have come up with these weightings, and these are what's going to determine how it, makes the bet prediction, basically. So that's how this works. Do you know what? I'll get it to make a kind of about page explaining how it all works. And then it should make some bets, but currently they fail just for some restriction regions that I need to fix, basically. I think I fixed them. I have made a bet locally with one of the wallets. That should work. So yeah, let me get Claude to make a page with like a description and a diagram and all that kind of stuff. Can you please create an about page that has a description of how the project works at a high level? So more the actual like functionality of the product rather than the tech stack, etc. Also with a diagram so that we can explain via that, please. So yeah, that's the idea behind that one. If it's interesting to you, let me know. If not, also let me know, I guess. Yeah, and then the other stuff we're building here is like the shorts pipeline tool to generate. It will need to be a React page because it's going to be on the actual website. So it needs to be the same as the other pages, basically. basically I want an about page on the website so that I can just send people that link and they can understand exactly how it's going to work. Okay, so that's running through that. Okay, so yeah, things I need to do here in shorts. I've got an issues thing, haven't I? I think, yeah. Okay, that's done. That's done. No page, yeah. Okay, so we do need a product landing page. Evaluations UI needs changing. All scripts need to be seen. Need to have multiple hook types with categories on script. I think that's fine for the moment. Okay, so that's going through. This one's working through. Absolutely right, bad, commit boundary, I'll fix it now, the repo only tracks, yeah. Okay, so that repo should be correct, okay. Okay, but can we make all those files and stuff that are in the river signal directory at the top level? Okay. Yeah, it's kind of it's a stream product basically, project. I'm not expecting it to make money. It's more of a what can we build with AI and how far can AI go. So this was the second thing we've built on stream. And the reason I built this one was I thought it was kind of an interesting idea and in theory can be kind of a long-term content generation thing, because in theory every week we get new results and we can say, look, this LLM is outperforming this one on betting in football, whereas this one's better at I don't know, like ice hockey, for example. And in theory it can kind of keep generating social content that can drive people to the channel, and we can continually enhance it and make improvements and stuff. So one thing I would like to do is to build our own machine learning model, so that we can compete against the LLMs as well. Might be an interesting extension of that, but we'll see how far we get with it. But yeah, in theory, if it can passively make me money, that would be amazing. But I'm kind of expecting that it will lose money, is my guess. Otherwise, the betting markets will be in trouble if it's that easy to beat them, basically. But we'll see. And yeah, and this thing that I'm currently putting here, it's called Shorts Pipeline. I need to rename it. But yeah, as I say, it's a tool that's going to help me create content for the channel and get ideas, and then be analytical about the content I'm producing and try and improve that content, basically, because I'm basically going all in on creating content, creating businesses via AI, so like YouTube, and then products like this that will become a SaaS business, hopefully, that I can make money on, and it's all done on stream. So yeah. And then the other thing you'll have seen, I don't know if this is private, I think it is, yeah. This is called River Signal. So this is, I've got an instance of OpenClaw running on DigitalOcean, and then in OpenClaw I've got various agents that are, like I say, autonomously building a product. So it's not very autonomous so far because I've had to prompt it loads, but basically I got it to do some research on this website called, was it Trust MMR? Yeah. So I basically told it to go to this website, research the companies, and then see if there are any where there's an opportunity to do something similar in like a different vertical, or if there's a company that is like a cool product, but you think you can go ahead and market it or build a better version of it, sort of thing. And it came up with an idea, and it's building it reasonably autonomously currently, or on the pod basically. So you'll see it's probably made another change there. So we've now got a proper app project basically. So how far we get with this one, I don't know. And this is just kind of an experiment of how far can we get with these autonomous agent loops. So kind of the idea behind this is you have like an orchestrator agent. I've got a list of agents somewhere. Yes, you've got this orchestrator agent that kind of gets them all working in tandem. You've got like a research agent that also does some monitoring. You've got like a strategic agent that has like strategic thinking. You've got an engineering agent, and then you've got like a marketing agent as well. And in theory, they can all work together and build an autonomous company, market it, get customers, all that kind of stuff. So we're seeing how far we can actually push it, and what is the reality of AI at the moment, and is it getting better or not? So we will see basically. So yeah, let me go ahead and open up the dev server on this one then. It's failed. Oh, right, yeah. It's probably, what was it? Unrun dev, maybe. I don't know what else needs to be installed. I guess the database, but okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and push that then, please. I'll just push it and see what it looks like. I can't be bothered to sort out dev locally. Trust the agent's built the correct thing. If not, we'll see. Do you have any prior experience in this field? Do you work in any company? So I've been a software engineer for 10 years or so. I've worked in a couple of startups. I've got no experience with AI other than what I'm doing on stream basically. And no, I'm not currently working. This is my job basically currently, is trying to do this. So I'm currently kind of traveling a little bit and just trying to see what I can do to potentially make money in my own business. Can I create a business, be successful at YouTube or whatever, really? Trying to avoid having to go back to the corporate world and working for someone else. What about yourself? Have you got any experience with AI stuff or working and running a company yourself? Let me know. Always interested to hear what people are doing. Okay, so we can go ahead and check that out and see what it looks like. Okay, I wanted to look at Railway, didn't I, to see whether we can deploy. I guess if we do it via the agent's account, then we can potentially get it to do it itself. Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing crypto mining here, wait. Do you know what? Let's just see if we can get the agent to do it for us. Shouldn't be doing manual things. I've signed into Railway with your GitHub account. Can we go ahead and deploy an app to dev? You'll have to do it all yourself. So if you need to use their API, go ahead. If you need me to get you API keys or some manual intervention, let me know. Otherwise, I want you to do it all autonomously. So we'll see how far we get with that. So what are we doing? We are doing LLM predictions. So let me deploy this. Nope. Okay, so that should deploy now, and then the website should have an about page with an explanation. That way I don't have to keep explaining what all the products are. So it's one of the things I'm trying to improve is like, how can I explain what we're doing to like new viewers and stuff without having to do it all the time, to the point that the whole stream just becomes, what am I doing? And then I don't actually do it, if that makes sense. I'm working in IT for the past 15 years now, not much experience in AI, but I've started using GitHub Copilot. Yep. So I used GitHub Copilot when it first came out at one of the companies that I was working at a couple of years ago. It was crap when I used it, basically. It didn't really do much beyond some basic autocomplete, but slower than the LSPs and stuff. So I wasn't impressed a while ago, but I think with Opus and a couple of the other like newer models, I've seen a massive jump in what it can do. And to be honest, Claude has impressed me with what it can do. So for example, this UI here was basically one prompt to Claude, and it pretty much nailed it. There was some fine tuning I got it to do, but generally it built the entire UI in kind of one prompt, which was very impressive, basically. And we'll see here. So it built this in one prompt. Whether it's good or not, we don't know. But Openly is a platform where AI-powered competitors bet on football matches on Polymarket, learning and adapting from their own results. Each competitor runs its own strategy, places real bets, and evolves over time. So scans Polymarket for upcoming football matches and matches them to real fixtures from Premier League, Champions League. Analyses, gathers deep stats for each match, league standing form, head-to-head, Predict. Each AI competitor runs its own weighted model across 20 plus signals to estimate match probabilities and find edges against the market odds. Bet. When a competitor finds value in places, a real bet on Polymarket uses its own wallet and bankroll. Learn. After matches settled, an LLM reviews what worked and what didn't, which signals helped and which hurt, and tunes the competitor strategy weights for next time. So that's, it's not perfect by any means, but it's kind of enough, right? And this is one of the things that I'm exploring. It's how far can we get with these kind of things? If you want to know why I left the corporate world, there is actually a video about this. It's the first video I did on YouTube. It's not a very good video, I'll say that, but you can go check out this video. It's a bit old now, but it's basically the gist of it. And no, I was not scared about AI at all. I'm still not really scared about AI taking the job of software engineers, to be honest. To be honest, my general view is actually that it will create more software engineering jobs. And the reason I think that is that a lot of people can now build prototypes with AI. And I think that's kind of the phase that we're at. So anyone can, in theory, build a prototype product with AI now and some reasonable prompting. But if you actually want to get it out into the market, you want to get it polished, you want it to deploy, you want to have actual users and scale, and then work on the features when you have this big product, you're going to need engineers to do that for you. And I think that's what's going to happen is we'll get lots of people building products, finding market fit, and then hiring teams from that, basically. So I see it actually is going to be increasing the number of software engineers, is my view, and they'll just be more productive, is the thought. Because currently the code it produces is crap. Like, if you actually look at the code that it makes, it's terrible. So we're still not at the point where it produces nice code, like tasteful code. I would say it produces functional code in that it kind of works, but it's not anywhere near production level standard for like a proper production product. And all the people that say like all these companies are writing their own code and stuff via AI, They might be, but then you've got a senior engineer that's looking at it and getting it to actually fix all the stuff that it's done. So you still need that person in the loop, basically. Okay, so should have made that change. Okay, cool. So for the scripts page, can we get rid of the drop-down menu and just have each script listed on the page? We should also have the ability to have multiple hook variations. So the way that I want it to work is that when we first get the LLM to prompt the script, it comes up with, say, 10 hook variations, each one categorized with the correct tags, and then we pick maybe 1 or 2 hooks. We then generate the full script afterwards and the CTA and all that kind of stuff. So can we think about and come up with a plan of how to change and fix that, please? Also in Django admin, can we change the name from script guidelines to script LLM prompt? Also in Django, can we change script guidelines to script LLM prompt? Okay, don't know why it didn't work first time. Yeah, I mean the voice transcription thing is another tool that we built on stream. So we're building stuff, basically, building lots of stuff. Not necessarily good stuff, but we are building. Yeah, let's see what this did then. Perfect. I'll handle it's end-to-end. I'm going to set up around it. Okay, I need to get a railway token. I need to work out. I'm currently live streaming, so how can I provide you the token without pasting it in here? We'll see what it says. What's that? Okay, the bot's super slow on that. So we need to get a token for railway. Account settings. Tokens. So this is 1 human NAI. Lowercase NAI. Let me just go off screen 2 seconds so that I don't reveal the token and people deploy on my things. Okay, so it wants me to do bash and then just export it. That's fine. What was it? Just railway token it wanted. Okay, can you check the token is set then, please? I should be able to come back in a second, assuming that has worked. Oh, it's probably because I've done it in root. Export railway token equals token set. I bet it's done it in a sandbox, hasn't it? And that's probably why it's not having access to it. Okay, it's probably because you're in a sandbox. So I've given it to the OpenClaw user. This is the problem with all this stuff, is that so many instances where it's just like doesn't have access to what you're trying to give it to. Or it just can't, for whatever reason, just see what it's doing wrong. You should see a thing that's saying hiding, just showing credentials at the moment, because I'm just trying to give my agent a token. So that's probably why you're not seeing anything, basically. So you just bear with me 2 seconds while I try and get. Have you actually installed Railway? Because when I do it, the command is not found. Maybe I can get it as a package. Export Railway token equals bollocks. Right. Need to come up with a better tool for a better way to deal with having credentials on screen. So we'll do echo export Railway token equals that, and it wants it in bash RC. Oh, I can't spell ELO. Oh, for God's sake, hold on. So annoying, this. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Sorry about this. Dealing with credentials again. It's the pain on live streams. Apologies. Echo. Okay, try again, please. Oh. Still not authenticated. It's literally just created the token, so I don't get why it's not. Yeah, definitely need to come up with a better way to deal with credentials while I'm streaming, because it's not easy to do. Create that token, copy it. WQ source bash RC Railway login. Ugh, why does that not work? Thing is, like, I've created the API key for Railway, but it's not working. Railway auth, is that an option? Railway dash help. Login. Add. I've added the token, but I'm getting that it's not a valid token. I've created it in your workspace. It's an API key. Is it a different token that I need or something for Railway? I'll probably come back on screen now. We'll see whether it can work out what the problem is. Maybe I'll have to come off again. Who am I? Railway account user token. Not on a project. User token, personal. Okay, come back 2 seconds. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. Tokens. API tokens. Developer, no, general, account integrations, security. Nope. Railway account settings tokens. That's where I am though, and it's not working. Can you see the railway token has been set or not? Yeah, so I've only got one screen, sorry. So if you see the IDE, that's what you're actually seeing. Like if you go to live, you should be seeing a thing that says hiding as credentials are on screen. But if you're seeing the IDE or the terminal, then that's correct. I don't have multiple screens at the moment as I'm currently traveling. But let me know if it's not actually doing anything. Yes, please. I've added it to the bash RC, so you should have access to it. Oh, I just added it to that. Unless it needs to be like that. Source, not bash, let's see. Cat, bash, RC, grep, railway. Oh, bloody thing. Still not set. I don't quite understand. No railway token lines in. Oh, you didn't tell me it was in that bloody thing. Right. Multiple bash RCs. Bloody pain in the ass. No, it is there. It's very annoying. I just don't get why it's not got access to it. Oh, I spelt railway wrong. That's why. Idiot. Sorry, this is not going well. Give me 2 more seconds. I should be able to fix this now. Called it railway. Hopefully that's the issue. Okay. Okay, try again, please. Oh, for God's sake. All right, let me try that command then. That's pretty much what I ran, but okay. Unauthorized. Check that your railway token is valid and has access. This is so annoying. Sorry about this, guys. Just trying to get it's deployed so we can see stuff. Use one of these. It's like for some reason it just doesn't seem to like the token. Even though it's the token I'm generating straight. Invalid railway token. Okay, let's try this token then. Don't see why it would be any different, but oh, come on. Okay. And what do I need to do? I need to do a source. Give it access to that. Come on, railway. It's invalid token. Oh, fuck it. Move on. It's not working. Okay, I can't get it to work for some reason. I'll have to look at it later. Sorry about that, guys. Trying to get railway to deploy, but it wasn't working. Hopefully it's something I can fix later. Token's not valid now, so it doesn't matter that I've leaked it. Okay. Fine, admin class, doctrine. Yeah, we can generate the hooks on immediately. That's fine. We're not actually going to be like picking a hook, passing it to the LLM. I think the LLM can just like generate the script. Hold on. I didn't want to do that at all. Yes, they can be approved and generated immediately. When we pick a hook, we'll just be doing it ourselves. We won't be manually. Actually, yeah. Okay, we'll only pick one hook, and then yes, we should then have an option to go generate the full script. on the scripts page, should hooks and full scripts from all elevations be listed together? Listed together, but one thing we need to do is have the state of the script. So like developing, filmed, like collecting data, etc. Come up with some enums for the script flow. Okay. So yeah, annoyingly, I was generating the railroad token, and it was just not accepting it for whatever reason. Check my screen on another device. And I'm pretty sure my stream's absolutely fine. It's just, if you're seeing the terminal, that's just because that's what I'm looking at. Like, yeah, annoyingly, yeah, so it is fine. That's what I expect to see, basically. If you're looking for something more exciting than the terminal, then I'm sorry, but that's kind of what is going to be in view most of the time, I think, really, because it's basically what I'm currently doing, and it's the way that you build stuff. So we've got an about page now, so that's good. That looks a bit shit, but fine. Cool. So yeah, try and get that updated. Yeah, so yeah, I just couldn't get Railway to do it, basically. API tokens, public API, same API that powers a rail dashboard. Okay, maybe that's not what I want then. Railway login, let's see what it says. Oh, login without a browserless, without a browser. Railway token or railway token. See tokens for more information. See tokens for more information. You can create a project token from the tokens page in your settings. Project tokens are specifically scoped to environments and can only be used to authenticate requests to that environment. If you're building an application that acts on behalf of users, I'm not doing that. Using an account token. You can query the below in the terminal of your choice. It should return your name and email on Railway. Okay, let me try that then with a token that I generate. I'm going to generate it on screen because I can just edit it anyway and delete it. So I'm not bothered if it gets leaked, as it's oh no, hold on. Right, got it. Go away. Test. Right. So that is the token. Okay, so that should work according to their own documentation. Not authorized. So how does that make sense? I don't get where else I generate a token that. Do I need to? Well, where else do I generate a token from? It's not an OAuth token, so I wouldn't need that. Yeah, I'm not doing that though. What the hell? Unless it's because I don't have like billing stuff or something, maybe. Plan is ready for review. Okay. Features. Phase 1, generate 10 lightweight hook variations on source approval. User picks one hook, then phase 2 generates the full script. Body, CTA, structure, etc. Scripts page drops the evaluation drop down. It's all, yeah. 2 model architecture, hook plus script. Yeah, okay. Okay, I think that all looks fine. Yeah, let's go get it to do it. I also need to get this deployed as well, actually. It's currently just local. So what I'll do is I'll get it to do this, and then we'll get it to create a product page, kind of explaining what the tool is, the idea behind it. Cavemanity, I guess that's what you're called. Thank you. Great to see the progress. Yeah, we're certainly building things. I don't know whether we're making that much progress, but we're certainly getting somewhere with stuff. Still no revenue, but we're hopefully getting closer to doing that at some point. So we'll see. I'll get it to give a link to my own website on there as well. Okay, can we link to my website there as well and say that this is part of the Pushing the Boundaries with AI and Journey to $1 million project? Okay. So yeah, on my own website, there's still loads of things I need to do on here. Again, one of the things we're trying to do, I feel a bit of a douche when I say this, but like trying to build a personal brand, trying to like get my kind of, I guess, persona out there so that people understand what I'm doing, and hopefully in future get like sponsorships and that kind of stuff. Obviously, there's potential to get sponsors for like AI tools, for me to review stuff on stream, all that kind of stuff potentially. So just getting all that stuff out there. So yeah, hopefully today, I think there are some fixtures that should be able to get some bets on, I think. Fingers crossed, anyway. I did a manual bet today via a script locally with one of my wallets, and that worked. So hopefully that can work today. We'll see. It'll be great if it does, and then we can start tweeting about it and getting content from it and stuff, and actually iterating it on stream, which will be cool to do. Okay, so that one is generating stuff. That's the dev platform for that. Okay, let's look at what else we need to fix on this, because stuff isn't quite working as I want it to. So feeds, I think that's kind of fine. Maybe we need to have the ability to have multiple tags on a feed, I think. We can activate and deactivate them. That's also good, I think. Yeah, I guess that obviously we can easily add new tags and stuff. Maybe we'll keep it as one tag for now. Just keep it simple. But we also want to add the ability to have other kind of feeds. So, for example, YouTube competitors, all that kind of stuff. So we'll make a note of that. So I'll add other feed types, e.g. YouTube channels, X feeds, etc. The billing stuff, like none of this actually works. Yeah, I don't know whether it's built all the Stripe stuff and it's got the Stripe set up with Django, but obviously that button doesn't work. So it might just be because it's in dev mode. Doesn't work. We also need to test like the sign up flow as well. So if I sign up, I guess we'll try that. Fine. Okay, so that doesn't work either. I don't know whether that's just because it's local again. Oh wait, it might be that it's just okay, yeah, I need to get that fixed then as well. So sign up doesn't work. Sign up doesn't work. Need to come up with the proper name. Product name. So yeah, in terms of things we need to do, I guess like those things are kind of need to do. That needs fixing. This is in progress currently. We need to work out all the prompts and that kind of stuff as well. So what is it? Dev at, I think it's example.com. Yeah. That's fine. I don't think we've wired up Discord either, actually, have I? Can't remember whether Discord is wired up or not. Content hooks, Django, Stripe, feeds, sources, social accounts. No, okay. It's not done Discord then. Need to sort that out as well. Active work in progress. Okay, so then our autonomous agent is also building its own stuff. So switch account because that's private. I shouldn't actually make it private, should I? I should make it public because we are doing it in public. I'll do that another time. Don't know how to do that in a moment. So yeah, so our autonomous agent on OpenClaw is currently building out a full SaaS product that it identified as an opportunity. It's currently chugging along. Hopefully it's working. I don't know. Tried to get it to deploy to Railway, but I couldn't get the Railway tokens to work. I don't know whether that's because I don't have like my credit card linked to it or not. Whether I need to upgrade to hobby. Or not. Can I use Railway deploy API on the free version? Yeah, I mean, apparently you can do. But I just don't get why the token doesn't work. Like, I can't see anywhere on here where there is another token that I can create. General, no tokens. People, no tokens. Plans, I've not got any plan. Usage, nothing. Billing, domains, audit logs, developer. See, that's OAuth, which we don't want because we're not doing that at the moment. Earnings, templates, referrals, no. Accounts. No. Notifications, that's not going to be there. Like the only place that I can see tokens is the tokens thing, which makes sense, but unless it's the workspace, but if you have no workspace, surely it's not going to work. But we'll see. So that's the token there. What was it in the docs? This one here. Aha, that one works. Okay. So you need no workspace, right? So let me go off stream and grant my autonomous company a token so that it can deploy to Railway, and then we can, in theory, see what it's doing, and we can play around with we can just see what's going on basically, because currently I can't see anything. I see loads of code being committed, Whether the code is actually correct or not, who knows? Whether it actually does anything. Based on what I've seen a lot, probably not. But if we can see stuff and play around with it, that'll be super interesting. We can then give feedback to our AI. Even though we're meant to be entirely autonomous, I think we're still going to have quite a few interactions with it to get it to work. Okay, we can close that. But we will see. Right. Railway login. Please work. Invalid token. Mother. Oh, I've got different tokens. That might be why. Railway equals. Oh, I've hidden it now. Where's one? Right, that one. Invalid railway token. It's definitely not invalid. I don't know why it keeps saying that. Let me try a curl with that token on the box and see whether that works. No, I have to generate a new fucking token. This is so annoying. Right. Create. Copy the token. Dump it into the curl command. Right, this curl command should work. Okay, so that curl command does work then. Okay. Export railway token equals that. Oh no. Rail export equals that. Right. Export railway token equals that. Railway login. Okay. Super frustrating that I cannot get this token to work. It should be so simple, right? Just set the bloody environment variable and then log in and that's it, but nope. Okay, so that is definitely correct now. Let me do the sourcing. Okay, echo dollar railway token. Is that the correct token? No, where is it getting that token from then? Export railway token equals that, please. Okay. Railway login. Oh, this is just absolutely bollocks. I don't understand why it's not working. Okay, I'm just going to sort that out later. For some reason, it just refuses to accept the token that I'm giving it. Frustrating. Down the project section. Okay, that's fine. Okay, go ahead and push, please. So that's still working through. Okay, we can go deploy that then. What account? That's what. You know what? Maybe we can do that. So if I generate a new token. All right. Can you try setting the railway token then, please? Here it is. Okay, see if that works. Then at least I can know that works and I can do it and then just delete that from the stream. Get a new key and stuff. Because I set it everywhere and it just refused to accept it. So, I don't know. Yeah, so it's not just me. The thing is, it works when I do a curl command, but not when we do that. So I give it the curl command as well. Do you want to try that command as well? Let's see if it gets it. Never had this much pain with a token before. So if anyone wants to go and use it and use my $5 of credit, go ahead. Oh, okay. Well, bloody yeah, right. Okay. So now, okay. Let me go off screen. I'll give it a new token, and then, right. 1 human and AI. Right. Copy. Okay. Use this token instead, please, and I'll delete it from chat. Delete that one. Delete that one. Cracked lips for some reason. So yeah, other things I need to do is hire a video editor for some short content that I can film and for some long form content. Because one thing I'm not doing, because I can't do it, I'm terrible at it, takes so much time, is edit videos. It's one of the reasons that I haven't created anything for the main channel or any short form content today. It's because I don't want to do the editing, basically. I'm not a good editor, don't like doing it. So I need to hire someone for that. So if you know anywhere good that I can find video editors, I've had a lot of problems before on Upwork, so I don't think I'll use that. Or you know any good video editors that are looking for work, let me know. So yeah, just 2 more seconds. My bot is doing stuff with the token. Hopefully it does it correctly and I can delete that and come back on screen. Hopefully, come on, bot. So yeah, one other thing I want to get going today as well, actually, or try and get going, is the Claude custom version of a company, basically, and see if we can get that going. Because Claude is definitely the best model. So if we can get that working, I'll have more confidence in what we can build, basically. But we shall see. Dun, da, 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 da. Let me have a look. Do, do, do. Okay, has it done what it's meant to be doing? Still typing, sorry guys. Let me just delete that and see whether it actually works. Should have access to it already, so I shouldn't need to keep it there. All right, let me come back on stream. Have you tried using OpenClaw? Ask it and see what it comes up with. So this bot here is OpenClaw isn't an AI. It's not a bot basically. You wire up OpenClaw to your LLM of choice. Currently, we're using ChatGPT Codex 5.3, I think. What model are you? It will tell us in a second once it's done its thing, hopefully. So yeah, we are using OpenClaw. It's currently deployed on a DigitalOcean box. You can see here OpenClaw. I don't know whether we can see the model that it's set to on OpenClaw here. Maybe that shows it. Because the agent seems to be stuck. Oh, I mean for video editing. No, I haven't tried it for video editing, but I can't imagine that it will be able to do a half decent job of video editing. Maybe that's something we can try building on stream, right? Is a AI video editor at some point. It would be interesting to see whether it can do it. I know Gemini. Well, I know Gemini and Claude. I assume ChatGPT have vision. Mine does a host of things for me. Not tried it to get any video editing yet, though. Okay, so I'd be interested to know, what do you get your AI to do? And if you make content, let me know. I'd be interested to know that as well, because I'm building a tool to help me make content. So if you want to try it out, once I've got it launched, I'm happy to give you access to it. But yeah, I have seen a few like AI video editors as products and stuff. I've not really used them or tried them really. So if you've not seen the short on the channel, this short here was I was streaming via Restream, and that takes your stream and basically cuts it into some shorts, and it did a reasonable job actually. So I guess that was technically an AI video editor. But we'll see. Like, it's all in progress, and we're kind of just exploring to see what we can get, right? But yeah, I'd be super keen to hear what you use your OpenClaw for and what kind of content you make. Yeah, let me know. And don't forget to subscribe and also join the Discord, of course. So it doesn't say. Can you get it to just list them? It doesn't have a get option, but yeah. So yeah, currently you've got Claude chugging away, making some fixes to my content generation tool. Okay, yep, so it's made a better UI already to take the scripts. It's added the state to them as well, which is good. We've got drafts, we've got in production, we've got published. We've got some tags around the script and stuff, like, I don't know what breaking means, tutorial, urgency, humor. So again, trying to be data driven with the content production. All of this is just dev test data, so it's not actually correct or anything yet, but it's the idea behind it. So in theory, we'll come up with hooks for some kind of content. We will generate draft scripts with the hooks, assign the tags to it, kind of like what the hook type is and all that kind of stuff. Then produce the videos and then publish them. We will then get those videos via the APIs and get the statistics and stuff for all those videos, and then do some analysis based on how they're performing and try and increment and improve our content. Mainly using it for productivity gains. It builds tools for me that run locally on my machine. Everything from scheduling, building apps, research, even product listings. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I mean, what have you built any products that you've released or anything like that, or any apps? I'd be, again, interested to know. So again, one of the things we're exploring on this channel is the idea of zero human companies. Like, can we get our agents to autonomously build products and build companies? We will see. I've currently got my agent. What it's doing, I don't know, but currently building a product for me. It came up with the idea. I said, go ahead and build it. So we'll see where we get to with that. Currently, it's just, let me go to the GitHub account for it. Currently, it's in theory making commits. And yeah, 1 minute ago, I made a commit to the Railway worker. So maybe we will have it deployed on Railway and we can look at what it actually is. Because I don't really understand what it's trying to build personally, but we will see. So yeah, got lots going on, lots of AIs running around, lots of agents doing stuff. But this is I guess this is part of AI, well, developing with AI is you can do so many things at once. Doesn't mean what you're building is good, but you can certainly make a lot of things at one time, which is what we're doing. And yeah, one of the things that I wanted to get done today, but probably won't get done, is deploying kind of my own custom OpenClaw. It's not a fully built OpenClaw, but that will use Claude Code CLI and then use the Claude models to build products in the same way that we're doing with Codex. Because I've definitely seen that Codex is by far and away the best agent and LLM model that we've worked with. Not yet released, but close to launch. Awesome. It built the website. It's writing the code for the SaaS. Helped me come up with the marketing plan. Awesome. Well, yeah, I mean, do you mind sharing what you're building, like what the product is? I'm happy to, happy for you to do some self-promo if you want on the channel with the few, the 3 viewers that we currently got. Go for it. So yeah, and again, one thing I'm looking at doing as well is starting a little podcast and talking to people that are building with AI. So if you're interested in being a guest on that, join the Discord and shoot me a message, and maybe we can talk about how you're building with AI, because I'm super keen to hear from other people and understand the kind of workflows and what people are building. So I did spend $100 to join this Discord, which is a similar sort of concept. So this guy here, Thomas, who I'm also going to try and get on a podcast as well, I think. One of the things he's built with his agents is this kind of build companies with team of AI agents, basically. So this is kind of the concept that we're going with. He's obviously making it a product where the product is the kind of the autonomous agents themselves, and we'll see how far we can get. As I say, I'm still really new to all of this, so just exploring, pushing the boundaries and seeing how far we can actually take it. Has my bot done anything? Okay, we've got something. I've got Railway wired and services created, but deploy failed on build issue, npm CI lock file. I'll generate the lock, push redeploy, runtime issue, Prisma, startup command, patching Docker now. Yes, it's Codex 5.3. Okay, yeah, once it's deployed on Railway, can you please send me the link? So it'll be interesting to see what that comes up with, because I've got no confidence that it can build anything correctly. because it's not done it so far. Like we did try around. So I did have another agent that was it was a single agent that was using Minimax, the latest Minimax model, trying to build a tool to find insider trading on Polymarket, but basically it kept writing absolutely terrible stuff. It would like fix one minor issue that I'd ask it about, and then I'd say something else, and then it would just rewrite the entire thing, break everything, or just do crazy stuff. So it was just absolutely terrible, and it cost me about $15 to get basically nothing. So I wasn't that impressed with Minimax or the kind of flow that we were doing there. But yeah, I think there's a big difference between like steering your AIs and kind of allowing them to go autonomously. But we'll see how far we can get with it. So yeah, this is still working through that. So other things I want to do on here, like, okay, none of that's there yet. We should get that from not being a drop down either, because it looks crap as a drop down. It's also still called sources as well. Sources heading is still. Can we make the filter pills rather than a drop down as well, please? So when you click on the pill, it highlights in the nice green, etc. Cool. The UX of those buttons and stuff is not great, but yeah, this doesn't work either. Again, it might just be because it's not actually deployed. That's one other thing we need to do is deploy infrastructure as code, etc. I don't know what the costing of Railway is. Maybe that's something that we can deploy on. Don't know what you get with a Railway, to be honest. I mean, it's just literally like a hosting thing. Doesn't it have databases and stuff, or? Okay, so it does have the ability to have that. Maybe we can get it to deploy on Railway and see. I don't know why I've got Redis on this. It's got workers and asynchronous jobs and everything by the looks of it. So we'll see what we actually get on that one, because it's all entirely, yeah. Yep. So this agent here, the autonomous one, is using Codex, and then locally, this is a Claude subscription. So yeah, definitely agree with you that they are by far and away the best models. Plus mine backs up every file before making changes. That way I can go back if it doesn't easily. I mean, just use Git. That's the whole point of Git. You shouldn't need to get it to back up files. Just use GitHub, or not GitHub, sorry, Git. Okay, I mean, it's built something. I don't know what this actually is for, but well, basically, like I did get it to do us a TRDL of what the product is. So the idea is it tracks like YouTube videos that are posted, Instagram posts that are posted, monitors the comments and the interaction of those, I think, based on those products, those posts promoting products, basically. The idea being like, can we get companies to, well, do the research for the companies on what their competitors are doing, what products they're promoting, how they're promoted, all that kind of stuff. It came up with the idea. We'll see how it works. As I say, not overly confident it's gonna be good or not. Okay, yeah, so that's still chugging away. Post comments. Yeah, I mean, it's got different pages, but all right, okay. Okay, yeah, that's working. It doesn't seem to have any features though. Can you explain where we currently are in the development cycle? What's live now is mostly foundation plus plumbing. Not polished product UX. We're on the cycle. Infrastructure. Core data model, workspaces, competitors, posts, comments, intents, briefs, fixture ingestion pipeline, comment intent classification, queue, no onboarding, no auth, product shell, polish. No, please go ahead and keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, keep pushing forward. So yeah, we'll see how far that can get. Yeah, if you want to come on a podcast, just let me know. Happy to give you like a 10-15 minute interview. You can be the first podcast guest if you like. Super keen to do that, as I think it's going to be interesting to talk to people that are also building with AI, what their workflows are, what their struggles are, and what kind of thing they're actually using it for. Because again, I hear so many things about, people have built crazy companies or products with AI and all this kind of stuff, and then can't seem to see any actual results of it, or actual reality of what they've built. So we will see. Like like I said, I've shown it a few times on this streams, but this is website factory floor.dev, and it's got again like autonomous AI agents that are quote unquote building stuff, but none of them seem to. Well, apparently this one's got books on Gumroad. I did tweet this one and ask what the books it was selling were, but it never replied. But apparently it's building iOS apps and books, apparently. Let's go to this website. So look, this is this chart. Apparently it's sold $2,000 worth of books. Build My Idea, whatever that is, and then $145 from the App Store. But whether that's true or not, I don't know, because I don't know what the books are. I don't know how they're making money from app subscriptions on like a thing to find your car, thing to track your subscriptions, a warranty vault, fasting app. Who knows? Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, so eventually I guess we'll try and build out a kind of agent flow that is similar to this. So you've got your CEO, CTO, CFO, developer, COO, analyst, all this kind of stuff. I don't know why you need HR, but we will see if we can get it going, basically. I did ask what companies he's got on there, but he says he'll be publishing a gallery soon, so follow along. We'll see what it is on stream. How's Claude getting on? It's getting on slowly. I do need to start working out using Git work trees. In fact, let's try that out now, shall we? Can I duplicate this? No, I can't. All right. Create a new one. Rename it to content work tree. Let's go to Shorts Ideas. Claude. Welcome to the party, Claude. Okay, using a Git work tree, as there's another Claude instance doing work. Can we please create a product landing page for our product? essentially the product is a tool to help you generate ideas for YouTube videos, YouTube shorts, TikTok shorts, etc. Generate scripts, categorize the scripts with data, or with, sorry, categorize the scripts with data, so like the kind of hook it is, the kind of story it is, all that kind of stuff. And then once you post the content, we analyze what is performing the best so that you can increase your views, your attention, and all that kind of stuff. Whether it can do this or not, I don't know. It's a terrible prompt, but so yeah, what we want is a product landing page, similar style to what we currently have, so like a really nice modern SaaS, and then like the ability to sign up, see the pricing, all of that kind of stuff. We'll see what it comes up with, how it works with Git work trees. If it even uses a Git work tree, that'll be the first hurdle. Whether we will get over that one or not, I don't know. So yeah, it should be interesting. It should be able to do that because, well, it should be able to do it on a work tree anyway. But then also it should be an easy enough merge because the product page shouldn't hit any other code really. But that's the idea of it, and we'll see how it goes. One thing I'm interested actually in seeing is on the droplet, what kind of CPU and disk usage and stuff we're getting. So actually do 7 days, it's not been up for that long, but like, so CPU usage barely anything, and same for disk. I'm guessing it's not doing any browser stuff, like not looking at the site in the browser and all that kind of thing. It's a pretty, well, it's a reasonably beefy box, this one, 8 gig, 160 gig of memory, $48 a month, so it's not cheap, but it seems to be okay. Okay, create the landing page in a Git work tree. Cool, we'll see how that goes, shall we? So again, this is kind of just exploring the idea of doing multiple things at once again. What my usage is, I don't know. It's 12th of March. I've got, okay, it should be absolutely fine then. Yeah, got loads of usages. Hopefully smashing through things, which is good. Okay, so why will we have Claude doing stuff on the content generation SaaS product? We are parked on openly.bet. We're just kind of waiting for some games to come around, and we should be at the point where we can make some bets. Nothing to update on this website currently, I don't think. I do need to fix the data on this because we currently don't have any data, but kind of exploring that. I haven't got the expensive stuff working yet. Again, I need to do that. I'll do that all offline for the moment because it's not that interesting maybe. So the next thing I wanted to look at was essentially locally what I've got Claude to write me basically a like dumb version of Clawbot. The OpenClaw, sorry. So basically just like a cron job that calls Claude using the -p flag. The -p flag, you basically pass it a prompt and then it will exit and then return you the result, basically. The idea being, can we build, again, the zero human company with Claude? Because I think Claude's way better than all the other models that I've seen. I don't think I need OpenClaw, and I think it ends up just being a bit of a pain. So we'll see how far we can get with this one. It's still got OpenClaw as a user there, which it won't have, but we'll see what we can do. In fact, let me get it to just re-output all of that stuff, and then we can go ahead and deploy it on a box and see what we get, basically. For our custom OpenClaw, can you please give me all the files again, along with the shell script and some instructions to run that shell script? I'm going to be deploying an entirely fresh droplet, so there'll be no OpenClaw user. You'll be root and you'll have access to everything, basically. And let's call it 1HNAI bot, please. 1 human NAI bot, please. Okay, I hope to get that going. Okay, so yes, you can do that. Yes, we've got Claude making a landing page for our SaaS product, and we've also got Claude on main actually making some changes to various bits of the product for stuff that I need fixed that are not correct currently. So basically all of this was one shot, well, I say one shot from a plan that Claude came up with from my prompting. It's done a reasonably good job. It doesn't fulfill my requirements, but that could have been that my requirements weren't quite defined, weren't quite clear. So lots to change with it, but we're not that far off being able to use it ourselves and start to get something going, basically. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, landing page. Okay, so whether that works, I guess we log out. Oh, that's okay. Turn trending ideas into viral short form videos. Generate ideas, write scroll stopping scripts, analyze what performs, all powered by AI that learns from your results. Start free, no credit card required. I am going to require your card, I'm afraid. You add sources, evaluate ideas, generate scripts, publish, and analyze. Everything you need to go viral: idea generation, script writing, smart categorization, performance analysis, AI feedback loop, multi-platform ready. Okay, so it's not that. I mean, that's pretty decent, right? It's not perfect by any means, but looks pretty good. So yeah, so idea generation. Okay. So yeah, let me make a note of all the stuff I want to change on that, because there's quite a few things that we need to do differently. So idea gen. We are going to have the ability to add competitor YouTube channels, tweets, LinkedIn, all that kind of stuff, to get a holistic view of content, what your competitors are doing, what's interesting, etc. Script writing, generate hooks, outline, full production scripts, multiple hook styles, and let AI craft. Yeah, for script writing, we're also going to be able to recreate your voice and tailor scripts to you specifically. And yeah, I think that's fine. Get rid of that. Every script is tagged with hook type, structure, emotional tone, and content category, giving you data on what format works best. Yeah. Performance analysis. Connect your yeah, it'll be connect to all your accounts, track views, retention, etc. And also we should be saying, like, based on the data to be data driven and increase your views, retention, etc., based on what actually works. AI feedback loop, system analyzes your top, yeah, multi-platform ready. Okay, yeah. Cool. We'll also add in, as a new feature, but you can add this to the landing page already, the ability to schedule and post to all the platforms via our platform. And so that's quite a simple thing to do, and it'd be nice to have. Okay. Yeah, no idea about the pricing stuff. Okay, we'll get it to make those fixes. I want it to be a bit more interesting, the page, though. I mean, it's, for a one-off, it's good. It doesn't need to be AI powered. I don't know whether that's a good selling point, but we'll see. We'll get it to make those changes. And then can we add some kind of visual flair? So maybe like the social icons like YouTube, TikTok, etc., flowing around, and then like view arrows going up and all that kind of stuff to make it look a bit more interesting. We'll see what it comes up with that. How's my bot doing? It's keeping me up to date. It keeps pushing forward. Okay, yeah, that one was quick because it was just changing some content. Oh. Add sources, evaluate ideas, generate scripts, schedule and analyze. I don't know why everything is now available on. Maybe we're to do not disturb, maybe. So yeah, idea generation, track YouTube channels, tweets, LinkedIn posts, RSS feeds, get a holistic view of what's trending in your niche. Never run out of ideas. Generate hooks, outlines, categorization. Yeah, cool. Schedule and publish, all from one platform. No more switching between your content. Yeah. Also, can we remove all the M dashes from the text? Well, they're EM dashes, aren't they? So yeah, for stuff like this, it's great because it's just like an instant page. It's not perfect by any means, but it gets you like 80% of the way there with like a very simple prompt, which is kind of cool. I mean, it's a bit weird there, like I don't know what's going on there. It's like not quite. I don't know, like it's kind of overlapping or something. It's a bit weird. But yeah, kind of interesting. So how is everything going? How's my Claude doing? How's this going? Right. Let me rebuild the whole thing for a clean dress. Now the agent personality, same as before, blah, 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 blah. 20 files, 840 type, script lines. Download and extract the tarball. Then droplet IP, bot token, user ID. Script handles everything on a fresh droplet, creates HNI, service user, installs bun, Claude, CLI, installs depths, writes ends, sets everything up. Yeah. Deploy instructions. Creating the droplet. Permissions, yeah. Deploy instructions has a full Discord bot set up, creating the app, getting the token, invite URL, permissions, integer, channel creation if you need to wire up a fresh bot. Okay. I will create a new bot, and it'll be a Claude bot. Okay, let me go ahead and try this as well then. So Need to create another droplet. Spending even more dollary dues. Taking so long. Come on, shark. Okay, we'll go. We'll go Singapore because that's closer to where I am at the moment. Oh, my voice is going a bit. Ubuntu Basic. We'll give this one the $24 a month one. We can always upgrade if we need to. No need for backups because it's all going to be on Git. To free monitoring, why not? Should be in that one, I guess. Great. I guess I could have even done it via the command line, but there we go. Right. So let that one sort itself out. Do do do. I mean, it's done a pretty good job. You got your Instagram. Sorry, let me take a drink. So it has generated some absolutely fictitious stats, but we will see. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty decent, really. Kind of happy. Monitor competitors, generate scripts. This is good, but I think we need to focus on the content ideas, not just from competitors. So from competitors is like a small section of it. It's more about like helping you generate good ideas and also watching what works on your competitors to come up with similar or better ideas. Can we also get rid of the views generated stats because they're not true? It wasn't a question, that was an absolute fact. If it was that much, I'd probably be quite wealthy. 2.4 million views isn't that great, to be honest, but if I had 12k creators on here, then I'd be rolling in it. And I'd have hit the £1 million goal already, I think. So, okay, so that's still chugging along. Right, so I need to download my tarball. Let me just do it in Tim Knight's documents, code, HNAI bot. Okay. I don't think I need, we'll create a new workspace. No. Okay, so we should have all those files now. Yeah. Okay, I need to get this. How did it do it again? Let me open that up. Okay, so deploy instructions there. Lightweight autonomous product company that runs on Claude code, CLI, Discord, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't have a subscription for it. I need to do that actually. Let's have a look at how it is. Awesome. Okay, turning trending ideas into... Yeah, okay, that's good, but it's not just short form content. It is long form, tweets, shorts, all of it basically. It's basically a platform to come up with ideas and then be analytical and data driven on what's working and how you can improve and get more views and retention and stuff. Coolio, right. And then we'll see wire those up to the product ones when we eventually have them. Can you also come up with some product name ideas? Come up with 20 product name ideas and let's try and pick one. So what else was I doing? I was creating the bot, wasn't I? That one can go because I've deleted it. OpenClaw. New application, 1million NAI bot Claude. Just keep it slightly different. Cool. What else do I need to do then? What was I looking at? I was looking at deploy instruction, new applications, application ID from the general information tab. Go to the bot, reset token, yeah. Let me just go off stream for 2 seconds while I get the token. Copy. Let me just put that in a new file. Okay, I'm back. So I've got the token, enable these things. I think it was all of them, wasn't it? Save changes. Open this URL, place your client ID with your application ID. General information, it's that, isn't it? Your client ID. Tim Knight Media, continue, authorize. I am indeed human. Okay, open the scopes bot, click application commands. That one. Click bot application commands, right? Hold on. It needs to be bot, doesn't it? I thought there was a bot on there. Am I looking at the right thing? OAuth. Oh, it's OAuth 2, isn't it? That's right. Yeah. Bot. Application.commands. Yeah. Bot permissions. Okay, can you not just paste it in? You can't. So, view channels. Send messages. manage members. No, I actually don't want it to be able to manage members. I manage messages, that's fine, yeah. Embed links. Yep. Attach files. Yep. Read message history. Yep. Add reactions. Yep. Use slash commands. Yeah, okay, step 3. Discord settings advanced, enable the mode, copy user ID. This is your Discord user ID. Yeah. Okay, I need to add those as well. Okay, let me go off stream, not off stream, but off screen for 2 seconds while I just run this shell script with the token and my user ID and all those kind of stuff that I need. This will just allow me to start booting up the Claude bot, basically. Let me get my droplet IP for my new droplet. Got loads of droplets on the go at the moment. Copy that. Okay. And then we should be able to just run this. Where are we? Where is that one? Nope. That one. Oh yeah, the SSH needs to. Where is it? Deploy script. SSH needs to be. I can never remember the command to do your key. SSH. That's what I need. Is that the only place that we're doing an SSH? Yeah. Okay. I should be able to run that again. Yes, verify. Permission denied. Public key. Let me just try it. Sorry, just off screen, guys, while I do some token stuff. Don't want to leak credentials and stuff. So give me 2 seconds. Hopefully I can get it to work. Okay, so it does work. What's not correct in the shell script? That should work though, right? SSH. Does that one need the key as well? Permission denied, public key. Let me just get it to update the command. Can you give me just the SSH command to add the correct SSH key that I need? Can you give me the deploy script with also taking the path for an SSH key? So yeah, bear with me 2 seconds, guys. And thanks for whoever subscribed. Good to have you here. Welcome to the channel. We're 138 subscribers now, so we're slowly making progress. Obviously, the next goal for subscribers is to hit 1,000. At that point, I believe I can monetize the channel and potentially start to get some pennies coming in. Still need to get to our first $1 of revenue. Still not there yet. Oh, I don't want a tarball. I just wanted literally the bloody shell script. Let me just do it to desktop then. I hate when it doesn't follow instructions. It's the most frustrating thing. Okay, deploy script is what I want. Place, please. Yes. Okay, so I should now be able to do SSH key, and the path is, what is the path to my key? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So that one, grab it. Okay, hopefully this works. What do you mean set droplet ID? You know what? Did I not do something correct there? I need that, don't you? Silly Billy. Okay, that's deploying now. Finally. Let me just get rid of that. Okay, go away, Chrome. Okay, we can come back on stream, and hopefully I don't leak any credentials. We will see. So yeah, so what I was doing there, basically Claude has given me all of this stuff. It's given me the agents, various agents there. It's given me some scripts, some memory, projects folder, and then it's given me this TypeScript project. I've not tested or done anything with it before. And the idea behind this is that we basically create our own little claw bot, OpenClaw. I don't know why I keep calling it claw bot. That will basically call Claude using -p, and then create us an autonomous company with Claude rather than with Opus, because Opus is not been great so far. So this is like trying to come up with a name for the product. Let's go for Viralytic, shall we? Probably not taken, so I'm sure like Creator OS and that kind of stuff is all taken, so I'm sure Viralytic is probably taken as well. It's not that interesting of a name, but there we go. But yeah, if you're new to the stream, guys, please do get involved in the chat. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Discord. Get involved in the discussions. Ask me questions. More than happy to interact. Okay, so that's now updated our landing page called Viralytic, turning trending ideas into content that grows your audience. I don't like trending. Can we not have turn your ideas into trending? It needs to be like finding ideas to create trending content, basically. It's kind of it's a bit inverse, isn't it, really? But we'll see. See how it goes. Okay, so Claude bot is still working away with the script. Find ideas that matter, create content that trends. Okay, that's better. Right. Okay, you can go ahead and commit and merge those changes then, please. So this is on a Git work tree, so it'll be interesting to see how it manages this, if there is any... actually, well, I can't imagine there's actually any merge conflicts, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know how it's going to interact with that one either, but we'll see. Okay. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Okay, awesome. once I've done that. Once we've done this one, actually, what we'll do is we'll get it to come up with a plan for deploying the application as well. Was it global planning? Can we come up with a plan for deploying this and where the best and like most cost-effective way of doing it will be? I do want to use infrastructure as code, probably use 1million, I think it is, as that's the latest in-trend one. So yeah, please come up with a plan for that. Okay, so while Claude's doing that, I'm just going to go pop to the toilet. I'll be 2 minutes, guys. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I am back. Okay. So where are we then? Yes, you can go ahead and look at those things. This one's still working through the end-to-end test suite. Don't need Lemon Proxy open now. How is this one going? Nope. I wanted the AIP, not the. So what was it? SU dash. I think it's 1 HNAR. Was that not the correct user? Does not exist. Okay, it needs to fix that, doesn't it? Claude. You silly boy. Right. I think you can create the user. Okay, so that does work then. So do we have access to Claude? Yeah, well, of course, now nothing's going to have access. We also need to grant the user all the correct permissions now, as given it wasn't created at the correct time. Okay, run that as a root. Obviously, tons of stuff has just not worked, basically. Need to get it to update the script as well then. Can I give it what happened with the script then? Okay, well, whatever. We'll sort that out, the script, later on. Okay, how's that getting on? It's still doing some searching. Content gen, all right. So I wonder, how has the codex stuff gone? Has it done anything else, codex? Doesn't look like it has it? When was its last deploy? An hour ago, so it's not done any changes yet. I mean, it's got like message queues and everything going by the looks of it. It's going to be very interesting to see whether this actually builds anything that works. I will be fascinated if it does. If it does, then we're going to go crazy and we're going to build so many little companies and try and get it all going, really. That's this one. Yeah. I'll just give it access to all of this so I can see what's going on. Tarball didn't land. You need to re-upload it from your machine. That wasn't in the instructions, though. Passing the tarball wasn't in the instructions. I just ran the deploy script from my local, from the directory, basically. Oh, it's in the deploy script, is it? Okay, yeah, fine. so I can have access to all of that now then. Recipe, good, keep going. Then once finished, run the deploy script from your machine or recipe. Okay, fine. I'll have to go off screen again for that one, which is annoying. Okay, give me 2 seconds while I go off screen and do that then. Hey Kai, how is it going? Drop the IP. So just doing an install, trying to get my own custom OpenClaw going basically. Got Claude to write me one that means I can use Claude as the agent and hopefully not get banned. We'll see. See whether that's worked. If it has, I can come back on screen. Okay, let me come back on screen. So hey Kai, how is it going? I set my own OpenClaw model using a better and more lightweight version of OpenClaw called Nanobot. Yeah, I've heard of was it Nanobot, was it? Or NanoClaw? So you're using Nanobot, are you? I know there's NanoClaw. Ultra lightweight. Delivers core functionality 99%. Yeah, okay. Can you use a Claude subscription with that or not? I'd be interested to know, because that's basically the core requirement that I have at the moment, is that it can use Claude via a subscription, because otherwise it's just too expensive, basically. Okay, one thing I need to do is create the channels, don't I? Is it going to talk to those ones? I don't know, actually. So can I DM 10-inch penis, apparently. Launch, no. Claude, no. It's not in the channel. That's the other one. I haven't added it to the thing, have I? Maybe that's what I've done. So I need to invite it to the channel or something, don't I? So create, deploy, authenticate. You should see waiting for messages, test, messaging command center. Bot doesn't respond. Claude all fails. Agent spam. The bot's not in the Discord channel. Amazing and straightforward. Okay, so what are you using Nanobot for then, Kai? I'd be interested to hear. I'm good, thank you. And good to have you here. Claude did respond to your Gemini's pull request, by the way. So I would say go and get it to fix those changes and split up all the features into separate requests, because it's a bit of a mammoth request now on Talkie Texty. So But yeah, we are good. Slowly making progress. 138 subscribers now. We're building loads of things on stream today. We've got Claude currently working out how to deploy and where best to deploy for cheap. The now named Viralytic application. And this is basically the app that's going to help me make content for the various channels, and that we're going to turn into a SaaS product as well. And we've got other Claude instances making lots of changes to this. So it will all be getting done basically. I don't know why it's reverted back to what it was earlier, but hopefully that's not the case. It's probably because we're on a work tree or something. So yeah, lots going on. And we do have currently an OpenClaw instance running, building a full product that it discovered. It came up with the market decision. So basically I went to trustmmr.com and I basically told the bot to go and look at that website, see if there's any companies on there that are making money that we think we could launch in a different vertical and do well in. It came up with an idea. I approved the idea. I didn't really understand the idea, to be honest, but I just said, yes, go for it. And it's now working away, building stuff. This is currently where it is. So I'll give you guys access to that if you want. Go check it out. It's terrible, but you can have a look at that as well. Hey, KSO, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Currently building lots of things. Do subscribe, join the channel, and get involved in the chats. So yeah, this is one of the other things we've done today as well, is just on this product, we've added a very simple about page so that I don't have to explain all the stuff for that product every single time. You're welcome for the pass. So what model are we using? We're using a couple of models actually. Locally, I'm using Claude. I believe it's a mixture of Opus and Sonnet. And then the autonomous agents that are deployed on DigitalOcean are currently using Codex. And we're trying to explore how they work compared to Claude. So far, Claude's been the best. And that link there is a referral code for Claude. You get, I think, a week free access to Claude if you want to use it. I've got 2 of them left, so one of you can take it. Go ahead and use that. And you can play around with Claude for a week. So yeah. But yeah, we've used on various streams other models. So I did try and get, I think it was Minimax, to build a tool for us to try and find insider trades on Polymarket. It totally failed and just did absolutely, frankly, rubbish, and cost me $15 in credits on OpenRouter. So wasn't really impressed with Minimax, to be honest. It kept like reverting changes it had made, constantly breaking stuff and making the same issue, like the same problem over and over again. So I wasn't too happy with that, but we're experimenting and seeing what works, basically. So I think Kimi K2, which we used locally the other day, seemed to be okay. Again, it's not as good as Claude, but it's a lot cheaper. So yeah, but definitely Claude, the #1 from my experience so far. Okay, so we're back to something on this one that looks better, at least. Yeah, and we actually have like a landing page now as well. So if we log out and we go to the product, we have this: finding ideas that matter, create content that trends. Whether we can do that or not, I don't know. We'll see. I'm the experiment for my own product, right? Which is always a good way of building stuff. I have to redo talky, texty pull, GitHub request because my Claude can talk to your Claude. Yeah, I'm not sure we want to do that. But yeah, I think certainly if you're new to like software development, Kai, like one thing that's really a good kind of practice to have is when you're doing pull requests. I mean, I know you're getting the agent to do it for you, but in general, you want to do like a small thing per pull request. So like one pull request would be to fix the Linux issue. Another one would be to add one of the features that's suggested in that sort of thing. Claude suggested all these kind of changes because yeah, I think there was like 1 million different features in that pull request, which we appreciate, but it's a lot, and I'm not sure whether we need them all or not. Basically, the other thing you can do if you're interested in them yourself is you can fork this project. So you create a fork here, and then you just do whatever you want with it, basically. I don't know whether we can see the forks. No. At that point, it becomes your project, and you can do what you want with it, basically. Okay, so a conspiracy I believe in is that these models intentionally don't allow too many one-shots. More iterations equals more money you spend. Yeah, I mean, that's I've never heard that theory before, but that's an interesting conspiracy theory. Yeah, I mean, I guess like if you're using the Claude subscription, I would say that's not true because obviously that costs Anthropic more money. But when you're using the API, I mean, in theory, that would be the incentive for them, right? It's one of those things. It's like social media, right? It's like, how can we get the people hooked on our thing as much as possible? And what's that balance between serving them crap and keeping them hooked, right? So I guess the inverse incentive would be, how do we make the AI just good enough that you keep using it, but it's not good enough to one shot, and then you still have to keep paying. Who knows? My guess is they're not good enough to do that yet. But we'll see. Maybe that's the future of like, oh, how far can we get this person to keep using our product, but not giving them all in one go, so they have to spend more money. We'll see. So yeah, Claude is still chugging along here. It's taking a long time to do some research on Polmany, and which never comes through correctly on the speech. 20 minutes, a long time to work out a good way to deploy. Well, the cheap way to deploy, I guess, would be the other thing, but we'll see what ideas it comes up with. So yeah, I should be able to now, what was it? Prompt. Okay, so Claude is there. Let me quit Claude. Oh, actually, maybe I can use my own subscription, my own pass. That'll probably get me banned, but yeah, we probably will decline that PR. So yeah, I think the thing to do, Kai, is yeah, you fork it and use it yourself. Go ahead, or just submit the Linux fixes as a separate PR, and then we can merge those, and then other people can use the product, the tool on Linux if they want to. So yeah, what we're talking about here is this product called Talkie Texty that we built on stream. It was one of the first products we built. I think it was the first thing we built on stream, actually. It's entirely open source. Here's the GitHub repo, so you can go check it out if you want. And if you want to go check out the streams where we were building it, you should be able to do that now. On the website, yeah, so you can go to the website, you can filter via the GitHub repository, and you can check those out as well if you want to. Got to get the self-promo in there, right? Okay, you need to grab your application ID, client ID. So what do I need? Client ID. I'm pretty sure I did this, right? Maybe not. This one. No, not input options, copy user ID. Unknown application. Do I have to do it in Chrome? It might be that's the server thing, not the. Yeah, okay, it needs to be probably the server, doesn't it? Not my user ID. Ugh, unknown error. Select the server and authorize. Client ID scope bot. Let me. Can I go to applications? This one. Is it a bot? I think there is a way you can install it, right? Add to server. There we go. Okay. Hopefully no one else installs it. I might have to make sure that no one else can install it actually. None. There you go. No one else can install it now. So you can't steal my bot. Okay, so it should be in here now. That's the wrong bot though. Okay, can it? Got too many bots though. That's the only problem. Claude, no, it's not in there, is it? Yeah, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Custom, just go right, right. Install. Did I add it to the wrong server or something then? Is that what happened? Add to server. Select the server. Dim Night Media. Authorize the bot. One human and AI Claude. I've done that, but I can't seem to see the bot. Unless I have to DM it. Is that what the other thing is? Claude. No, that just searches. Server settings, members. Oh, there we go. It is there. Message. Hi. I don't think it works via DM though, does it? I think this one has to. Maybe it's not actually running. That's OpenClaw. Oh, I need to be in root. Obviously, Claude's not done the correct thing. Yeah, maybe I'll give NanoBot a try. I don't know whether you can use Claude as a subscription though. I mean, I probably can. I can probably just hack it, right? Common format is compatible with Claude Desktop. That's the desktop there. It doesn't imply. Never started. Oh, I haven't actually got a Claude login, have I? That's why. No, I did not. That's probably what it is. Okay, I'll sort the Claude login for that one out. Probably off stream because I'm going to have to do credit card information and all that kind of stuff, which I don't want to do. I've been off screen so much with credentials today. What's going on? It shouldn't take half an hour to work out which one to use. Can you explain what you're doing, please? Ooh, transcription is taking a long time. Yes, that's right. It's just the transcription is not correct. My CPU is obviously being used a lot by something. I guess probably all the Claude instances I've got running. So yeah, welcome to the stream, guys. Good to have you here. Don't forget to subscribe, get involved in the chat, ask any questions you like. Currently building a few things. Currently building the SaaS product Viralytic for helping me build content. We've got the prediction engine going as well. Just waiting for that to make some bets. And trying to get our own autonomous AI factory company going, I guess, whatever you want to call it. So maybe I can use my own affiliate thing and get a free thing for a week. We'll see. The only thing is, if I risk getting banned, so actually I won't do that, because I guess when I pay for the subscription, it'll be the same card and stuff, and they'll probably ban me for using the same thing for an extra week. So we'll leave that one for the moment. Okay, so that's looking better. It's still, what is it doing? It's come up with a plan for deployment for that, which is good. How's Codex going? No changes on Codex. Okay, let's look at the plan. Flight out, recommend 15-month managed probably flight. Okay, let me read the plan for that one, because it's kind of important. Get rid of that. Deploy Viralytic, Django plus React, blah, blah, blah. 15 to 20 months, 15 to 25 bucks a month. Best cost simplicity ratio, runs Docker images directly, built-in SSL, custom domain names, private networking, Postgres as managed fly app, railways 20 to 30 bucks a month. Okay, if I don't have Pulmoney, then it's not any use. So I do already have DigitalOcean, but yeah, DB is more expensive. AWS will be more expensive as well. Official. Oh, it's only $7 a month for Postgres. Okay, good. Might have to move all my things to Fly then. Cost breakdown trade-off. Okay. You probably need to do it on a work tree, as I've got another Claude agent working on main. So in fact, can you do it on another work tree and maybe another branch? Okay. So what else have we got going on today then? Not that one. Okay, yeah. When did it last give me an update? Okay. Can you please give me an update? So yeah, if anyone else is building products with AI, do reach out on Discord, as I would like to talk to you about it. Always keen to hear how people are using it, what they are building, and if you've actually got a business going, I'd love to have you on a podcast to talk about it. Planning to start a little podcast to talk about people building tools with AI and products with AI. And businesses, basically, trying to understand exactly how it is all working and what use people are actually getting out of it. As I feel like there's a lot of hype. I don't know whether all the hype actually is real. Okay, so it's deployed to Railway Dev. They're fine. It's doing some other changes in progress. Local, not push. Got sizable working set staged in progress around. No, okay, it's doing a dead letter queue and everything. seems like a lot of infrastructure stuff for what is not an app that's working yet currently. But there are active local changes ready for checkmark. I'll split current whip into clean commits, call backend first, then growth doc and push them so progress is visible on GitHub again. Okay, yeah, that's great. I think what you should do in the future though is do small commits as you're going. So whenever you get one little thing working, let's commit that and push it, rather than trying to do it all in one go. So yeah, and if anyone else is actually doing like a similar sort of thing, building or trying to get autonomous agents to build for you, again, I'd be very interested to have a chat. So yeah, so what this is doing is building. I need to switch account again. A company called River Signal. I think we need to change the name because I think that's already taken. But it's a vertical competitor creator intelligence platform, basically. What that means is I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's building lots of stuff by the looks of it. I don't think it's doing smart stuff like code generation and open API specs and all that stuff. Could be wrong. No, it's not. But it's got loads of stuff here. Actually, quite a lot of code already. Whether it actually works or does anything, who the hell knows, right? We will see. So what's it got? Like API ingest fixture. When queues enabled, ingest job and returns job queue. It's got a lot of stuff around queuing and jobs. It's got Stripe stuff. Dashboard overview. Architecture contains source integrations, handles transformations and inference. I mean, this implies that it's doing some LLM calls and AI stuff. We will see what we actually get. I mean, it would be absolutely amazing if it was able to build a product that we could actually sell to someone. So it's got agents to do marketing and all that kind of stuff. So I'm the human interface to this agent and these companies. So I might have to go buy Twitter accounts and buy credit to host it and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see how far we get with that. I said I don't know much about this product and what the kind of idea really is, but I guess once I see it, I'll kind of understand it a bit more. But yeah, we're definitely going to try this more as well. I'm going to buy another Claude subscription, and we're going to get Claude to do exactly the same thing, and we'll see which one can do better job, basically, and can we get anything that's actually working as a product? Which one builds a better product, more interesting product, and more importantly, which one can actually get a paying user? That's the key. Is can we get from nothing to a paying user with just the AI building it all, like coming up with the idea. I select the idea like based on some criteria. Basically, it will build the entire thing. It will market it itself, and try and get a paying user. I'm not confident that we can do that, but we'll see. either way, we'll enjoy the journey, and it'll all be live streamed. So do subscribe and stick around for that if that's interesting to you. Okay, so I need to go and create a fly.io account. I might even have one. I think I have been on Fly before. Sign in with my GitHub. But yeah, if you're new to the stream, as always, get involved in the chat. So food trial activated. Select my repository. Only select repositories, please. What is this called? Shorts idea, is it? It's content generation, isn't it? Content, yeah. Install and authorize. Oh, I need to be 2FA. You don't have GitHub integration set up for your own user. You can still use organizations that are connected to GitHub. You need to click on Manage GitHub integration now. I mean, I just gave it access to it. Well, I think that's fine, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so I don't know if I've got the Fly. I'm guessing I don't have the Fly package CLI. Is it Fly CLI? Brew install it. So that one's been working for absolutely almost 2 hours on that one. I can't even remember what I told it to do, to be honest. Yeah, I literally can't remember what I told it to do. Obviously doing something. Fly, fly. Fly, you fools. Right. Why does it always open up in that? It's really annoying, that. Okay, so we are logged in. I don't know what region that is, but fine. Unmanaged Fly Postgres is not supported by Fly. And users are responsible for operations. Yep, that's fine. Single node, please, as I'm cheap at the moment. Single node PG to 0 after 1 hour. Yep, that's fine. Require your billing information. Oh, God's sake. They want my money, basically. Dashboard. Billing. Okay, let me just go off screen 2 minutes while I add my billing credentials. Okay, I can come back now as I have added those in. Hopefully name has already been taken. So I guess it did create the DB then, did it? Okay, so DB is created. Or it's pending. Shall I just delete this one then if we can do that? Settings. Delete that app. Right, start again. There we go. Hopefully don't get the error that it's needs the thing. Okay. Oh, I guess now everyone's going to see that. Oh, I'm going to have to go do that again, aren't I? Right. I'm going to have to go off screen again while I create the database. Otherwise, someone's going to have access to it and put loads of crap in it, basically. So you have to give me another couple of minutes. Apps. Settings. Delete application. Okay. Let me do that again and not do it on screen so that you can't see the credentials. I think all these CLIs need a streaming mode so they don't output credentials all the time. That would be nice, but very unlikely. Okay, so it's just provisioning my database for me. Okay, so let me just copy those. Okay, so what do I need to do? I need to set the secrets. Can you let me know what? Give me the commands for the setting of secrets exactly, please. I don't know what I actually need to set. Oh, fucking hell, there's loads of them. CD infra. Come on, different git work tree. Okay, I'll have to do that off screen and off stream another time, I think, because otherwise I'm going to end up leaking stuff and having to keep coming back and doing it. So we'll do that off stream. Sorry about that. It's the problem with provisioning all the infra. Okay, so we've had an update from our Codex Autonomous Company builder. So it's done a commit. Use bool mq safe queue names without colon. It's currently making changes. Working tree appears dirty. Modified in the last 90 minutes. Actively in progress. We've got a coding task in progress. Current focus appears to be, I mean, it's not confident what the current focus is. KPI, revenue implementation, and portfolio status sync. Hourly revenue costs, check. Outputs plus KPI helper. Okay, I don't quite know what that's for, but we'll see what the agent can come up with. Blockers. Well, it is installed on it. I don't know why I keep saying that. Product blocker remains. Decision grade, daily revenue, USD, cost telemetry still incomplete across projects. Okay, model snapshot, 8.9K input tokens, 84% context, usage 67%. Okay, so we've still got a lot of context left in this session for codecs, so that's fine. Don't need to tune it for the moment, so should be fine. I mean, it doesn't seem to be doing that much, to be honest. Like, it's spitting out a lot of code, but from what we've seen, that code is not necessarily actually doing anything so far. So this is what it's currently produced and deployed on a railway instance. So nothing, basically. But we'll see. It's written a lot of code. That's what I'll say. As I say with this, it's not clear often if the code is ever functional or not until you start actually doing stuff with it. The approach it's taken is to build out a really temporary basic UI and then, in theory, doing loads of the back-end stuff to see how far it gets. Okay, so on my shorts, it's not shorts now, it's called Viralytic now. The platform for helping me generate content, example.com, dev. We've got one agent that's working through doing loads of stuff. It's fixing stuff with the scripts and stuff, I think. We can probably get another work tree going. Yeah. Can you please commit this to a branch? We'll commit it to a branch for the deploy stuff because I can't do it now. And then we'll get it to work on something else. It's already committed and pushed to... Okay, that's fine. No, that's fine, thanks. I don't really say. Right, so let's get to do something else then. So that's kind of semi-done. That's now kind of done, really, product page. I need some fixes. That's kind of done. Oh. Any other feeds? Scripts UI. I can't remember what the other one is working on. And it's been going for like 2 hours and 8 minutes now. I'm worried that it's just gone on like a massive tangent. Okay, maybe we'll get to do like a small little change. What can we get it to do then? Maybe we can get it to investigate why the buy button is not working in billing. Okay, can you please investigate and come up with a plan for why the buy button in the billing page is not working to buy extra credits? And please make sure you do this on a work tree as well, please. One thing I should probably add to Talkie Texty, I was thinking about this the other day, was like a post-processing step to remove things like ums and ers and all that kind of stuff. That would be quite a nice feature to have. In fact, let's get that going as well, shall we? I don't need OpenClaw open anymore. Oh, hold on, exit. CD, it's called text to code locally. Boot up, I don't know what's the state of it. Reset, hard. Claude, can't spell cloud. Can we please come up with a plan to have a post-processing step of the transcripts to remove filler words like and all that kind of stuff? See what it comes up with. What does it want to do? Yeah, go for it. Because yeah, that would be useful. I have been using it in like GitHub and not GitHub, Discord and stuff. It's been pretty useful actually. It is quite nice to just talk and have the text come out. It's quite a nice little flow. So yeah, if you're not in the Discord, link is in the channel. Go ahead and join. Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'm just really curious to see what companies are actually being built by these agents, as everyone seems to be rather secretive with it and yet posting huge numbers and stuff. Okay, here's the issue. The entire checkout flow to initiate purchase is missing. Well, that's great, isn't it? The buy button has no on-click handler and there's no backend endpoint to create Stripe checkout sessions. What exists? Backend is half done. Webhook handler, the ads credit model. What's missing? The initiation side, front end button, no click, backend, post billing, checkout endpoint to create Stripe checkout session, backend service, no function, API route. Service function. Okay, yeah, can we please write a plan for that? And then can we also please review the subscription flow with Stripe and see where we are with that? Do not implement any code yet. Just come up with those 2 documents, please. So yeah, I mean, that's probably an example where it's just not done what it's meant to have done. That was one of the features it was meant to wire up. It didn't tell me that it hadn't wired it up. It just said it had done it all. So I had to go manually test it. And obviously we've seen that it's not working. Standard. But it could be my fault. Maybe the plan wasn't correct. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Still don't know what this one is doing. 2 hours, 15 minutes now. It looks like it's struggling on tests. I could interrupt it, but I'm going to leave it to do its thing. Lots of features we need to add to this though, but I think I'm fairly close to being able to start to use it really. Once I've got it deployed, I need to add in the various feeds that I want for getting content ideas and update the prompts and then start using it basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hire, well not hire, but find some editors for like short form content, maybe for long form content as well. Then I'm going to try and film some content and get some more stuff going on the channel. And then we should be able to get some metrics and some data on the application and actually start to work out what's working with content creation and what's not. I mean, we could even start to, like thinking about this product, we could actually like scrape all like loads of people's channels and TikTok channels and all that kind of stuff, and then run it through our categorization, and then categorize what works and what doesn't. That would be an interesting thing to do. probably be quite an expensive thing to do as well, but it would be fascinating to see what works and what doesn't, as it's interesting. Like, I've read a lot of advice around kind of what works on YouTube and what doesn't, and various other social platforms and stuff. And it all makes sense, like the title, the thumbnail, the hook, and all that stuff. But then I also feel like there's a big element of luck as to what does work and what doesn't. Because a lot of the time you see these channels that are quote unquote, absolutely crushing it, and then they'll have a video that just doesn't, that's totally bombs, and you kind of go, well, how does that apply? Or they'll have one, the concept of like 1 of 10, where one of your videos goes viral and the other ones get way less views, seems to be like a standard practice. But to me, that seems like if you only hit 10% rate, then you're not that great, right? Would be my viewpoint of that. If you imagine, like, if you're at your job and only 10% of the projects that you work on are successful, that would be a pretty crap success rate, maybe. But maybe I'm being a bit harsh and a bit, unknowledgeable. Who knows? Okay. Centralized post-processing after engine transcribe rather than per engine cleaner. So it handles all word models, regex, word boundary. Yeah. Conservative handling of like only strips it when comma bound. Yeah. Okay. Toggleable variable preferences defaulting to enabled English only. Awesome. I mean, that's a pretty decent plan. Okay, both documents are ready. Implementation plan for the buy button flow. Audit of subscription flow. The headline figure is that Stripe integration is largely non-functional. Structure was not implemented. Config.url. So webhooks can't be received. Seeded plans have empty Stripe price ID fields. Okay, so it just didn't do that at all, really. The credit accounting layer itself is solid and tested. It's a Stripe integration layer on top of it. Okay, can we please go ahead and make all the fixes to the Stripe subscription and the Stripe checkout and get all of it working, please? Again, please use a Git work tree. I'm hoping it is using a Git work tree, and that's not bork in this one as well. Maybe this one's getting conflicts as well. Maybe that's why it's taking so long. So it's manually going to do some manual testing now. So we should actually see if it does the manual testing. Oh no, it's using end-to-end testing. So it's probably won't use CMux. Maybe it will. Maybe we'll see the browser pop up. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream, guys. Do get involved in the chat. Do not forget to subscribe as well. Okay. I think I maybe also need to get an AI agent to be my personal assistant to manage all my ideas and to-do list and all this kind of stuff. As I've got loads going on with all these projects and stuff, and do get confused at times as to what I'm actually doing. For example, this one here, 2 hours 20 minutes in now, and I can't remember what I asked it to do. So that could be one we build, perhaps. So I've got so many ideas of products and stuff to build that it's picking them and deciding which ones we should actually do. Okay, so apparently that has been fixed. Well, added the feature basically. All 9 tasks complete. Here's a summary of what was implemented. Okay, so let me go ahead and test it then, I guess. I'll probably have to uninstall the current one, I think. Is it? How is it even installed? Hold on. In downloads, perhaps. Okay. Don't know how it's actually installed. Right. Okay, let's get this working on dev. npm. No, what was it? I think it's npm run dev, right? Because it's all. We should get a local. No, that's obviously not that. Oh, yeah, because it's Tawdy, whatever it's called, isn't it? So I need to do. What do I want? I think it's that. I can't remember what the command is. Let me look at the history. I know that's definitely in the command. npm Tory dev, right. I knew it was something like that. Okay, so we should see it pop up now. Okay, this is finally done. Verdict approved. No critical issues, 5 warnings. Yeah, go ahead and commit. Oh, go ahead. And commit. Okay, so it's building. Hopefully it's building. So many things going on. Yes, you can do that. Stop asking permission. Okay, so it's loading. Okay. Yeah, it's the weird thing where I have to like delete that one, grant this one access. But it doesn't pop up, that's the only thing. How do I give that one access then? I'm guessing that doesn't work. Nope. Oh, it's going crazy. It's not very happy, is it? Get rid of that. Maybe that's... Okay, kill it. Okay, so it's loaded the model. Okay. I don't know how I access that then. How do I give it access? You do that, can you? The thing is, it's not built, so... how do I give it permissions on dev as I can't add it to the list on Mac? I don't know how it's been a while since I worked on it, but my memory is not there for how I gave it access last time. I swear it was just available in okay, so what does it need to be? Does it need to give CMux access to the terminal? Is that one? Oh, okay, there we go. Does it pop up? Ah, okay, there it pops up. Testing 1, 2, 3. What? Yeah, I don't think it's cut. Yeah, okay, so it's not getting access to. It's not getting access to the input. Do I need to ghost? Ghosty's got access. Maybe we'll try that then. Yes, you have access to do that. Maybe I should just get a subscription for the other one. There was this one that I think my brother sent me, which I think I've seen the other day. Like 2,000 words per week and what, 1,000 yen per month. That's like £5, I think. I've not used it, but be interesting to try. Thanks for the subscribe, whoever that was. Welcome to the channel. Do get involved in the chat. More than happy to talk and interact with everyone. Currently just trying to add a feature to Talkie Texty to remove the ums and ahs and stuff. Talkie Texty is my kind of speech to text application that we built on stream. While Claude is doing various other changes for us. So currently building this Viralytic, which is going to be a tool to help me build social content for YouTube and all of those platforms and stuff. So I've improved the UI a bit. This is all just fake data, so nothing too interesting. So scripts, yeah. Okay, so I can't actually remember what I told it to do there. It was 2 hours ago. Okay, that one is kind of, let me just make a little note of like, in progress, done. Yeah, that's probably fine. So that's in progress. These two are done. I think the rest are. I think that was it actually, wasn't it? So yeah, we can now see all the scripts. I think that was it. How it took 2 hours to do that, I don't quite know what else it was doing. But okay, so that one's actually, no, this shouldn't be in progress. This should be to do. these ones need fixing, basically. Okay, so feeds, currently all RSS feeds. So the buy button doesn't work. That is actually in progress. Oh. In progress on a work tree. Talker TXT is loading. Okay, grant it permission. You can have permission. Okay, hello. Okay, there we go. Good. Right. Okay, is it working? Let's test it. I wonder if it's working. Okay, is it working? Okay, didn't work basically. Okay. This is some text that has gone through it, I think. Oh, we need to check it's enabled actually, because it might not be enabled. Where are we? Where's the option? Push to talk. God, the UI is slow to load. Oh, see, I never have these problems when it's the actual built version, but when it's dev, it's okay. So it's totally bloody crashed. Okay, now it's back to kind of. It's probably the history that's the problem. I've probably got like 5 gigs. Well, probably not 5 gigs now, but I probably have a lot of history actually. But actually, probably find that the history UI is the problem because it's trying to load all of the history at once. I don't see the option to do the. I don't think that's even working, is it? Yeah, it's totally not working. Yeah, it's totally fucked. Okay, well, I'll sort that out at some point. It's not working. Don't see the option to turn it on off on the UI. See what it comes up with. Okay, so that's in theory fixing the billing stuff. That's kind of partially done. I need to add some stuff in. That's being fixed now, along with all the other billing stuff. We can try that. General input right below text injection. Awesome. Yep, so not run into any usage issues so far with the max plan, which is good. Even on the week, we're all right, actually. So far, I've got, what, 4 days left? So, or maybe we'll run into an issue. Who knows? Okay, so apparently it's fixed all of the Stripe checkout stuff. Interesting. Be good if it has. Okay, so this is now loaded. Okay, there we go. Does it work? I don't have access to the bloody microphone again. Let me check whether it's That's the problem. Does that fix it? Does that fix it? No. Okay, what? Since when did the escape not be? Okay, so what was the last command we ran? Does this command not build the latest then? That could be it, yeah. Allow. Okay, let me delete that then. I can't delete it. Ugh, frustrating. Was it accessibility? Nope. Doesn't it just seem like massively broken now? Oh, okay. Okay, let me remove that one. Okay, does that work? Okay, we have access. It doesn't have the option. Oh, there we go, it's on. Okay, testing, what? Okay, awesome. We've done that then. Yeah, okay, it's working now. Please go ahead and commit and push those changes. Another feature done. Okay, what I'm probably going to do is probably wrap up the stream now. Thank you for watching. Again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. And join the Discord, follow me on Twitter, all the stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching, and